I think that a DNA test is like a start. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done that, I know a lot of people say we need to get on the board and do that. But a visit to Africa is a shift, and it's going to shift you.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction.
Yeah.
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 100K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
To me, there's no such thing as a black woman in Ghana. I'm a woman in Ghana.
Living in the U.S., all of the seats are taken, all the big brands are there, and here you have an opportunity to create a seat at the table.
Oh, wow.
Nice. That's a bar.
It's significant to know where you belong and where you came from.
For Angela Matthews and Cindy Myers, this morning marks the start of a trip they never thought they would make.
I think of our grandparents who wish they could have gone back, but we're doing it for them.
The sisters are getting ready to travel to Ghana in West Africa for the first time.
Okay, I want to speak on something for a second.
Okay.
It was this year. Well, now I can't say this year because we're in a new year. But the middle of 2022, when we realized that outside of the United States, we would just be American.
Mm-hmm.
So for her to, you know, she said in Ghana, she's just a woman. She's not a black woman. She's just a woman. Man, it's just making me say, like, dang, the trauma that we have being African American, dang it, it's a lot.
It is.
This group could have visited this country any time, but they chose this year. Ghana is encouraging more descendants of the slave trade to retrace their roots. They've called 2019 the Year of Return.
That is.
It's 400 years after the first enslaved Africans arrived in what is now the US. This is Cape Coast Castle. It was one of the most important African bases for British slave traders during the 18th century. Historians believe at least 12 million people were shipped from West Africa to plantations in the Americas and the Caribbean.
As we walk down the dungeons, this is the real dungeon in Ghana.
I never thought I would make this trip. Never, never. My sister and I are the first generation to make it here. And it's just truly amazing. Truly amazing.
For Angela and her sister, the trip to the castle and its dungeons holds a special meaning. They recently took a DNA test and discovered that they are of Ghanaian heritage, meaning their ancestors may have been held in these cells.
Wow.
I'm so grateful to be here and to be here with my ancestors. It gives me a great joy, and I feel like I'm home. Thank you and gratitude to every ancestor of my bloodline. Thank you for being strong enough to make it. I'm sorry you had to go through this.
Nah, again, we made this comment in our live recently. You have to be there to really get that reality of this moment. Like, these ladies are going through a real spiritual moment right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is different for them.
Even with us planning our trip to Africa, it's like our ancestors, you know, were taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
And us being, how many generations would this be? Oh, I can't think.
Scratching your head.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like my generation, my grandmother, mom. Wait, her mom. Generations, okay? Knowing that we'll be the first people, like we're getting on a plane to get back on that land, you know, and knowing, and we're gonna get back on that land with smiles and joy, and our ancestors left that land with fear, tears, you know.
But even at arrival, like, you can see through all this emotion, they still got to be strong after all these years.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I could feel the emotions through the video.
This place is very saddening to see how they were treated. So inhumane. I mean, who would do that? Why?
Wow.
Money.
Money.
It's just very saddening.
Enslaved Africans were pushed through the door of no return and onto waiting ships. For many, it would be the last time they would see the continent.
Being here, taking my shoes off, getting into the water, the Atlantic Ocean, I felt at peace, I felt at home. I felt like all of my ancestors, we were reunited, and it was just a wonderful feeling.
Woo! Chills.
For some Black Americans, Ghana is more than a holiday destination.
This is a very busy hustle and bustle. Right down the street is Oxford Street, the main street where people go out. Yeah.
Ghana's economy is attracting young people who are searching for more than their identity.
My name is Voltaire Exodus, and I'm a consultant, and I'm a founder of the company We Up. I've been here 5 weeks, and when I hit the ground, I really tried to build my network as much as possible, going out to different spaces and events.
You are new in Ghana, you're not really familiar with the African print, so I'm trying to combine things that you can wear.
Gotta get them right.
In Ghana and wear it out there.
Right.
But why would someone who has never even visited Ghana before choose to move there?
For me, being in business, it's an opportunity to be a part of creating a city and a country that's emerging. So living in the U.S., all of the seats are taken, all the big brands are there.
Yeah. Now I was just about to mention that, like, you got to be real bold to just up and leave, grab all your belongings and go want to set up shop somewhere else without knowing how they operate.
Right.
But then at the beginning, he mentioned that, he felt like there's a seat, there's a table waiting for him when he's there. You know what I'm saying? So that alone takes a lot of pressure off you from that normal experience of trying to be that entrepreneur, that hustle and bustle. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there could be two sides to that argument. I feel that way.
Yeah.
And where here, the cement is wet, and you have an opportunity to create a seat at the table. Everybody is born with a gift. The question is, how much do you water that seed of potential?
But he admits it's not just about the money.
The main differences of my life in Ghana and the U.S. is the peace. Ghana is a very peaceful place. This is where you get comments from your friends like, be safe, right? And they actually live in Chicago, Illinois. There's a lot of violence in the city of Chicago. And so the irony is someone in Chicago is asking me to be safe in a place that's peaceful, but that's partly tied to the imagery that they're fed every day.
Yeah.
This is Lakeisha Ford. 5 years ago, she decided to move to Ghana to start a new life. And with it came a new sense of identity.
To me, there's no such thing as a Black woman in Ghana. I'm a woman in Ghana. We are all Black. I don't see color here because I'm a part of the majority. And I think that's a privilege and a luxury.
She was born and brought up in the US, and her move to Ghana was about starting her own business. But it became more than that.
This place, as in the African continent, specifically
nice.
Ghana, has restoration for people of color in the diaspora. You know, I want to show people that this is not just an alternative, but a real option to live your life and be successful.
Yeah,
This is the turn. We found 2 partners that would support us with finding.
Lakeisha has no plans to move back to the US, and she's encouraging others to join her.
Any Black person that is in the diaspora, a trip needs to be made to the African continent. There's almost this like undefined closure that happens. You didn't even know you needed this. You don't even know you need closure in a certain light. But coming here, you get it. And there's almost an alignment that happens.
Yeah.
We hear that a lot.
I know.
That everyone should visit the continent.
But we also hear that when they visit, they don't want to leave.
Right.
They say, we keeping you. You're stuck with us now.
So my question to you guys, before we continue the video, if you are, you know, an African American who moved back to Africa, where did you choose to settle and why? I would like to know.
Drop it in the comments.
Back at the tour group, Angela, Cindy and the other travellers have also been able to discover a different side to Ghana. The country estimates the number of tourists wanting to find out about their heritage will increase by up to 40% this year. For Angela, retracing her roots has changed how she looks at her home country.
And this time and all the things that are going on with our current president, it's significant to know where you belong and where you came from. So for me, coming back here, reuniting with my ancestors, makes me feel at home. I have a culture, I have a people, I belong. That's the significance it is for me.
Wow.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, very interesting to hear people who actually went back, settled, created businesses, jobs, you know. Really interesting to hear that.
Yeah. I think that a DNA test is like a start. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done that, I know a lot of people say we need to get on the board and do that. But a visit to Africa is a shift, and it's going to shift you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. From
100%.
what we see.
100%.
Yeah. So our travels are pending. You'll hear more about that this upcoming year. But yeah, let us know what you think about this video. We hope you guys enjoyed it with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you would like to support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Send in your reaction request through our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.